So I had some ideas end of last week, because end of last week was the halfway point after figuring out how far I'd gotten and what was left to do, or what could be done over the next 2 weeks to try and make this as fun and interesting as possible. And I kind of compiled them into a list. And now a few things on this list I've actually snuck off and done myself off stream. So in terms of stuff that I've got done, the sound stuff is now in a state. Sound is sorted. I changed the arena to a circle. Fixed spread. It now uses a far more smarter bit of mats. A fully functional options menu that pauses the game. Settings that are probably missing from this. This is something I do need to do, as I can just add another section for gameplay. Keybinds might need to be a separate menu in here. You can see I've done some slight adjustments on the UI. I got myself a font which is usable. It's a creatively free license. This stuff is like pretty sorted, which is nice. So today I think my main focus is fixing up the spawn system, changing the waves and the stuff for that to get ready for more enemies. I want to implement an early version of the score system because I have an idea of how I'm going to do that. And then maybe, depending on the time left, we can start looking at scaling the enemies and upgrades, like roguelike stuff. Okay, cool. The score system's giving me some, pressure to stay aggressive and keep fighting. Giving and removing the score and having the multiplier working actually feels pretty good. I did a bunch of stuff yesterday evening, and I've done a little bit this morning. Because we're heading into the end game, I'm finding myself wanting to work a lot more, and it's like, well, I might as well use that energy if I have it. After yesterday, I actually added a pickup system with small health drops on the enemy. There is a % chance of them dropping them. The reds have a 100% chance to drop, but normal greys only have a 50-50 chance of dropping them. There's one. And if I pick that up, it would heal me 10 HP. Very simple. Also lets me do the thing you saw at the start there, if I just go and enjoy the hot water. I now have this as the start of the game, just as kind of a little intro sequence in to give a bit of, ooh, something's happening. This also stops it going immediately into the game, gives people time to press escape and set some stuff up if there's any issues, rather than being jumped right into it. Today I want to work on the actual shotgun. Shotgun upgrades and stuff let me survive longer, and then I can start scaling the enemies back. I can get to the point where I can add a lot of new encounter types and things and work around that. No, don't kill me, not like this! Reds are so scary, they charge from such a distance now. Double pump's good, but I don't think it's good early. I think it'll be good later, and it'll get really good once I add, stuff that lets you modify your chambering and reloading and all those other speeds. Nice. Just be basic and just choose damage. Damage! I'm a basic boy, I like me bullets to hit. I almost ran off the edge. Just try and get away from the edge of the arena, because it's bad for me. Well, if there's one thing I've learned so far, it's I still suck at my own game. Jesus. I was not looking at the chat, and I just look up to, I want to drown you for cheaper.
Let's do a today's task list, just like I do before. This is my British voice. I am the Queen's man. Except the Queen's dead. Scoreboard! We'll get that in setup state so it actually shows up and shows you how well you did. And see if we can hook in a saved high score that can show what your previous best score was or something in there, because that'd be good. I want to change how the spread buff works. So I can do the thing where it's minus 20%, minus 20%, minus 20%. So you're getting diminishing turns, but you'll never hit 0. And it'll make those first few upgrades really impactful, while the later ones will be smaller. And we can use this for other stat types as well. More roguelike upgrades. One of the things I want to do for this one is I actually want to add some player upgrades. Some stuff that increases max health, maybe a damage reduction mechanic, something like that. My favourite Godzilla movie.
The one with the French guy chewing gum going, it makes us look more American. Game over. I don't know how I got 8,000 that one time. Maybe that was before I did some resetting up. There we go. Yeah, this screen's looking good, actually. I'm happy with this. That's a good little recap screen. The death's a little bit more meaningful now. It's like more obvious you died, and because that time delay, you get to see what happened rather than you just dying. Having the armor and the heal upgrades, cool. That adds a little bit more choice to that screen, and now that that's randomizing between upgrades, I can put a bunch in there. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. We'll see what kind of progress I've made in the meantime. Next week's gonna be the last week. That's something. Yeah, I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. The game's looking good. I just need to keep going. I'm gonna log off. I'll catch you guys some other time. Thank you so much for joining me and chatting and all of the hydrate redeems so that me and GP doesn't have to text me again. The main reason I stream is to have other people around while I do this stuff. I don't think I could do it without the stream, or at least it'd be a hell of a lot harder. So thank you to everyone who does show up. And I will see you all next week for the final week of developing Shotgun. And then we'll get into people's hands.